Hello everybody, it's Rory from ANS Gear, and today we're looking at both the PAL loader and the PAL equipped EMEC, right? Yeah, EMEC. From Planet Eclipse. So this is the mechanical or gravity loader that everybody's been talking about that is compatible with PAL equipped markers. Now at the time, the only PAL equipped marker is the EMEC that is on the market. But this loader will work with any gun. It does not need to just work with PAL equipped markers. It works better with PAL equipped markers and works better than a standard gravity fed hopper when it's not on a PAL equipped marker. So we'll look at this and we'll look at this. First thing we'll do is we'll look at the gun and show you what the difference between this and just a standard EMEC is. So for first glances, if you were to just look at this gun and think, wow, you just got an EMEC there. And really, it doesn't look that different. So the difference, that if you were looking for a difference, it would be in the feed neck right here. This feed neck on a PAL equipped EMEC is slightly larger than a non-PAL equipped EMEC. Just at the front right here, you can see that this feed neck is just a little bit wider at the front, a little bit longer. And that's to accommodate this piston that sits inside the top of the feed neck right here, or the front of the feed neck, I should say. So now in this EMEC, there is, or on the PAL equipped version, there is a hole, a port that has been drilled through the body and into the inner housing or the inner body. When the gun is fired, the air that is pushing the bolt forward and pushing the ball out, some of that air is able to be redirected up through the feed neck this way. And because it's coming up through this hole that has been ported through, they've put a piston inside the front of the feed neck, and that piston will articulate up when the gun is shot. Now, I've been monkeying around with these, and if you just are dry firing the gun, you're not really going to see this piston come up because there's no back pressure created by the ball to force that air up through the piston. So if you're just going pew, 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 and you're going, oh man, it doesn't work, it's broken, well, it's just not meant to work that way. So when it's got a ball in there, or if you're putting back pressure on it, you're going to feel that ball or that piston come up. So what's the point of that? Why would you want a little thing going up and down the front of your feed neck? That's where the loader comes in, right here. So this is a PAL loader. There are 68 cal versions and there are 50 cal versions. The 68 cal I think holds about 225 as far as balls go, and then the 50 cal version I think is 500 or 550, 550. So 225 for 68 caliber, 550 for 50 caliber. That's crazy. Great strong shell, glass reinforced nylon shell. The lid, so the lid does not have a spring to it, so it's not going to pop up by itself. But it is, the way this is made, check this out. Look how far I can bend this thing around. I can twist it, I can wiggle it, I can flex it. It's not a breakable thing. Well, I guess you could keep twisting it in circles and eventually just take it off of there. But for the normal use that you would get out of it, moving, getting shot, getting dropped, whatever it happens to be, it's not going to break. It's meant to be kind of just flexed and manipulated right there. But the important parts of the loader are on the inside. You can see on the bottom, there's this little blue section right here. This little blue section lines up with the piston that is in the front of the gun. So when that piston fires up, when you've shot your gun, it's going to push against this blue section right here. And through the magic of screw removal, we can open this up. I took the screws out of this one already. You can see what is inside of this. So here's your tray. All your paintballs will be floating around inside of there. You've got two unique different pieces that are sitting inside of here. So this tray, this red tray that's sitting in here, when the other half is on, it has a little bit of play. It has a little bit of up and down play to it. It is not perfectly rigid inside of the loader. This part of the marker, the hopper, is the part that moves. So let's just pretend that the gun is on here like this. When you pull that trigger, that piston comes up and it pushes against the bottom of the blue housing or blue tray inside here, which is going to not only rattle the paintballs that are down in here, because remember, when this is standing vertical, you're going to have all of your paint up in here, and then you've also got your paint funneling down into the feed neck. There's a hole in the top, so paint can come directly through the top, and paint can roll around the side. So you're gonna have paint coming in from all directions. And the problem with gravity-fed loaders is they tend to bind up right here. All the paint sitting on top of each other and coming in from the sides will make it not want to roll in and come out the bottom. It'll get bound up. So you gotta shake your loader and get that to come down in there. So basically this system is shaking the loader for you. So every time you shoot, the piston drives up, pops this blue piece right here, which is going to agitate the balls on the bottom. And then this fin bumps the red tray, which is going to agitate the paint that is sitting above it and make sure that that paint is always funneling down into the feed neck. So it's going to be over and over. Ding, 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 ding. Now, obviously, this doesn't move this far when the shell is on. It's not flopping around inside of there. But since I don't have the other side on, it's only going to be moving like this. Very subtle movement is all you need to keep those balls from being able to stack on top of each other and create that downward pressure that keeps the paint from going down into the marker. Over and over again, pop, 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 pop. Constantly running paint down in there. To have this in a nice compact system is awesome. It doesn't look overly obtrusive. You would never know that this had something else built into it just by looking at it. Unless you really knew what to look for, it just looks like a normal gun. And this looks just like a normal loader. It doesn't look any different from the outside. It's got great capacity. It's got great feed rates for a standard PAL-equipped gun. And because it's got this tray sitting up on the top right here, it's going to lessen the amount of pressure on the balls that are down below and improve feed rates for guns that are not PAL equipped. So I definitely recommend picking one of these up if you're just a mechanical player, or you're looking for something that is cheap, which is going to give you great increases in feed rate without going over to an electric loader. It's really a pretty trick setup. It's a cheap way to get that extra performance that you're looking for without breaking your bank, you know? So definitely pick one of these up. This is the PAL loader, so the PAL equipped loader, both available in 68 and 50 cal. I think there's a high capacity and a low capacity version. They'll coming out in different colors eventually down the road. I think all we have is black now. I don't know, just check the website for color availability. And then the EMEX with the PAL upgrades in them. At the time of this video, I'm pretty sure that all EMEX that we have are all PAL equipped. I don't even think they sell a non-PAL equipped version anymore. But again, check the website for that. They're the same price, so there would be no reason not to get the PAL equipped version, just in case you pick up a PAL equipped loader. So definitely, guys, it's a great setup. It's a trick little kit right here. I definitely recommend those for players who are looking for something that is not expensive and will give you the performance and reliability that you're looking for, which you always get through Planet Eclipse. So PAL loader, PAL EMEC, available through the website. Order yours now through ansgear.com.